I. The house on Wren Street. Claire had always dreamed of owning an old house with character. So when she bought the two-story colonial on Wren Street for a shockingly low price, she chalked it up to luck and a desperate seller. The wallpaper was faded, the floors creaked, and the basement reeked of mold. But it was hers. What no one told her was that the house had been vacant for over a decade, or that the last owner had gone missing without a trace, or that the walls whispered at night. 2. The first peel. It started small. While repainting the living room, Claire noticed the wallpaper had begun to peel on its own, curling at the edges. Behind it, the drywall looked strange, lumpy. She tugged on a loose strip. It tore free with a sickening wet sound. Beneath the floral paper was something hard, white, shiny. Claire leaned closer. Teeth, dozens of them, human teeth embedded directly into the wall, packed into the plaster like pebbles in concrete. Denial. Nope, Claire whispered. That's not real. This is some weird installation or an art thing, or she grabbed her phone, snapped a picture. When she looked at the photo, the teeth weren't there, just smooth gray wall. She peeled more wallpaper away. More teeth, all different sizes, some small like baby teeth, some yellowed with age, some cracked, still rooted. She backed away. The wallpaper rustled behind her without wind. Fur, the dentist's opinion. Claire brought a piece of plaster to her friend Theo, a dental hygienist. He examined it under a magnifying glass. These are real, he said slowly. Human, definitely, mixed ages. Someone embedded them on purpose. Why would anyone do that? Theo shrugged. Witchcraft? Serial killer with a flair for interior design? Claire didn't laugh. That night she dreamt of chewing. Loud, wet, grinding sounds behind her walls. When she woke up, her own teeth hurt. The mouths. Claire couldn't stay away. She tore more wallpaper off, in the hallway this time. Teeth again, but arranged differently. These ones were set into ovals. Each cluster formed a mouth. Wide, lipless grins stretching across the drywall, open jaws with no tongues, just teeth. She pressed her ear to the wall, faint, chewing. She backed away. The mouths bit. Plaster cracked as one of the mouths snapped shut, taking a chunk of air and nearly her ear with it. Vi, the voices. She called a contractor. By the time he arrived, she had recovered most of the wall, terrified of what he might see, or not see. He smiled politely as she spoke. But when she mentioned teeth, he frowned. This house was built in 1913, he said. Back then, there was this belief, folk magic, that if you buried teeth in walls, it protected the home. Claire stared. You're saying this is protection? He shrugged. That's the kind version. She didn't sleep that night. The walls whispered louder. Feed us. The seventh, the bite. Claire's sleep-deprived mind began to break. She started seeing teeth in places they didn't belong. The kitchen tiles, little molars. The doorknobs, shaped like incisors. The wallpaper in her bedroom, slowly reshaping into smiling patterns. And one night, as she reached into a cupboard, something bit her. She screamed. Her hand bled. Inside the cabinet, a set of teeth clung to the wood, gnashing even after she slammed the door. She was sure of it. But when she showed it to Theo the next day, nothing was there. The diary. Claire found it in the attic. A leather-bound journal beneath a loose floorboard, dusty and brittle. The first page, I thought the teeth would protect me. I was wrong. The entries were frantic. Open quote, they want more. Not just teeth now, blood. They whisper in my sleep, they want to chew. One tried to grow in my arm. I cut it out. They smile when I cry. Close quote. The last page read, I've fed them everything, my teeth, my pets, my brother, but they're still hungry. There was no name, no signature, just a bloody print. Ike's, the growth. Claire tried to leave, packed her bags, loaded her car, but when she turned the ignition, nothing. Her car wouldn't start. Her phone was dead. The front door wouldn't open. Windows wouldn't shatter. The house had sealed itself. And when she turned back toward the living room, the wallpaper moved, writhing like skin. Mouths opened across every wall, rows upon rows of hungry, chomping teeth. The entire house was breathing, and it wanted her. X. The feeding Claire couldn't run. She couldn't hide. The mouths opened wider, whispering, Feed us. One mouth bit into her ankle. She screamed, kicking it away. Blood dripped onto the floor and was immediately absorbed into the wood. The mouths sighed in pleasure. That's when she understood. They didn't want her gone. They wanted to keep feeding. Forever. At Sive, the bargain. Claire dragged herself to the basement. The source had to be there. The heart of it. The walls were alive. Pulsing. Grinning. In the corner, something moved. A shifting wall of teeth and mouths twisting together like a monstrous hive. She collapsed before it. What do you want? The mouths grinned. Stay. No, I won't feed you. Then bring others. She hesitated. She remembered Theo. Just one. Just Wev. Today, the house on Wren Street is still up for sale. Beautiful colonial, newly renovated. Quiet neighborhood. Sometimes at night, if you walk by, you might hear a soft clicking like teeth grinding together. And if you're lucky or unlucky, Claire might greet you at the door, smiling just a little too wide.
If you enjoyed our video, please subscribe to our channel, share the video with others, and don't forget to like it.